What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hi, how you doing? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay's back from her tropical paradise vacation. She was misbehaving in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somehow y'all are both still tanner than me. I use too much sunscreen.
Well, they scare you ladies after you've been, your teenage years rubbing down in Crisco and getting in the backyard. Then they say, oh, you got to put sunscreen on every minute of every day. And
Yeah.
you apply your sunscreen now probably with a paintbrush, don't you?
Yes. I am zinked out. When I walk out, it's like white. I'm like the kids that have the white
That stuff that they used to show that lifeguards would wear on their nose in movies and all, that's what women are just putting their whole bodies in.
Yeah. And I have such bad sun damage on my chest that, I mean, it's caked in white. Like, I don't mess with that. Because, that's how you can tell when someone's aging.
Well, I have sunspots all on my face and stuff.
Leather skin.
Yeah, I have leather skin. Thanks for the help, Rob.
I don't see sunspots on your face at all. No. I mean, not like if you saw my chest, you'd be like, whoa, like,
Well, let's see your chest then.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
See it?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Oh, those are just freckles.
Well, sun damage. I'm getting it lasered. You'll see a before and after. We're going to see how this goes. But
Okay.
yeah.
Love that.
She found another part of her body to get worked on.
Yeah.
What about this chest?
Yeah.
My clavicle's got a few sunspots on it.
A few. Yeah. A few. But, we did some stupid things, like tan in bed twice a day, which I'm pretty sure is illegal.
I don't know anybody else, I'm sorry, Lindsay, that ever did tan in bed twice in a day.
Okay.
You're the only one.
In all fairness, everyone that worked at tan in bed in Greenville, North Carolina, tan twice a day. Okay.
2 a days.
2 a days.
Maybe I have known people that would do twice a day, but I've just never heard them say it.
Right. Yeah. They never would admit it. And it is illegal. I mean, I don't know how they track it. I guess they track if you're, they look your name up and you've come in twice a day. But then I don't think they cared. They're like, just.
Well, I mean, if you're the employee anyway, you
yeah.
just do whatever. It's kind of like people who have them in their homes.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get in it as many times a day as you want.
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, okay, guys, it's my lunch break. I'm going to the tanning bed. You're not going to eat today? No, I'm just tanning.
And did your parents ever say, how many times a day are you going in there?
Oh, I mean, all the time. I looked like a different nationality. I mean, they'd just be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I remember my grandmother, my Nana, would say, baby, I have no idea how you get in there and bake yourself in that coffin.
In the well, we do what we do, you know.
Yeah.
But most makeup now, though, has sunscreen in it, right?
Yeah, I think pretty much everything I wear has sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a shame, you know.
It is.
You got to get some vitamin D.
I know.
From the sun.
I know.
Sun and milk.
Yeah.
Aren't those the ways that you get? Is
vitamin D milk.
Yeah.
Is that how you get it?
I think so. Only 2 ways you get it.
Yeah. That's it.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
You've found your diamond in the rough. Now it's time to find a diamond to celebrate that love. R. Gregory Jewelers takes the search overseas to the diamond capital of the world, Antwerp, Belgium. For your 1 in a million, choose an Antwerp diamond from R. Gregory Jewelers.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Did you know you can add the homepage to your phone's home screen? It's easy. Check out the instructions at the top, and it only has to be done once. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Our charity Peyton's Promise is supported by you, the radio family, and some great businesses like Bradham Comfort Services. They've been providing Charlotte, North Carolina and surrounding areas with AC repair and installation services since 1975. Started by two brothers who understood the importance of putting their clients first. They've built a legacy of excellence in their field, and their commitment to quality and transparency has defined their company for nearly 5 decades. Learn more at bradhamcomfort.com.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey, you want some luxury stuff without paying the huge luxury price that most people would have to pay? Go to tjriggins.com/deals and then hit the Cozy Earth link there. And all of the stuff that they have at that fancy schmancy website, you probably still get something delivered for Mother's Day. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But either way, you get a 41% off coupon. They're going to send you one in the mail. No, you'll get 41% off of everything that you buy when you use the code TJ with that. So, you'll have the high quality, expensive stuff. You just won't have to pay the full price for it. That's the way that works. So tjriggins.com/deals and code TJ for Cozy Earth. All right, so we were going to talk about Lindsay's craziness yesterday coming home. It's one of those deals where, well, vacation is officially over.
Yeah.
We've done hit the hard times again.
Yep. And I'm just glad it didn't happen on the way. But we get to the airport and we're kind of in a hurry, but we need to eat lunch and then get on the plane. Well, we're sitting down in the food court area, and Delilah's like, I don't feel so good. I'm like, okay, well, let's just try to go to the bathroom. Maybe you got to go to the bathroom. She's 4. She doesn't know, We get in the bathroom, and she's sitting down on the toilet, and then all of a sudden, bleh, projectile, and I'm right in front of her, and it's just all over me. So luckily, I didn't check a bag, so I had my clothes. Thank you, Jesus. And but then she threw up 3 more times. And we think she got car sick from the 30-minute drive to the airport because she's kind of got a tinge of that. I get like that too. And so anyway, but we get to the gate and she's covered. I don't have her clothes in my bag. She checked a bag with Kyle and Brooks. So they don't have their clothes. We get to the thing and it's delayed like an hour and a half and we're I'm so defeated.
Yeah. So what did y'all do? Did you just leave her in the vomit clothes?
I bought her a T-shirt. Yeah. It's the tackiest T-shirt. It says like Nassau, Bahamas, like glitter. I don't know. But she wore that, and I mean we didn't get home till so late, and anyway, it was a rough day. So.
Rough day of travel.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
But I'm glad, like I said, it happened on the back end, I guess, if I have to be thankful.
Yeah. Because kids will throw a curve at you all the time. You never know what they're going to throw at you.
You never know. Mm-mm. You never know. Yeah, so it's fun. It's all fun, right? They always throw up on me though. It's always me. I mean, it's never Kyle.
Why is that?
He probably is better at getting out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Maybe so.
He's got better reflexes.
Or maybe they just are comfortable over there. Like, I'm just going to puke on mom.
So what do you think of that scene though, Riggins? Imagine you got a kid in a public toilet and they're sitting on the toilet and you're squatted down in front of them.
Yeah, I'm like trying to picture it. She's like down, I guess.
Well, I was going to wipe her. I mean, she had peed. I was going to wipe her. And so I was in the motion and then,
Oh my gosh.
But luckily, not a lot got on the floor because it got on me, so I didn't have to clean up the public bathroom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
So, on the bright side.
Always a silver lining.
Maybe.
Thank you for joining us.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. Get the latest extra funny episode at tjriggins.com, all major podcast platforms, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
I forgot.
I would say that in Spanish, but I don't know how to say that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, right?
Feliz.
Feliz. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rob, our native Spanish speaker here. Rob's here to help.
Like
Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, like Feliz Navidad.
Okay. That makes a lot of
means
sense.
Happy Christmas.
Is it weird that Rob's the go-to for the Spanish?
Hey, and it didn't matter when we had a bilingual person on the show who's, well, Alexis still works with us.
Yeah.
But when she was on the show every day, Rob was still being the Spanish speaking expert.
Somebody had to get it right. So
Yeah, he would correct her.
Oh,
He'd say,
what?
That's actually, you're.
She's like, no, Rob, I speak Spanish.
Yeah, she's first generation born in America from her family. So
Yeah.
I think she knows. Although she said her grandmother corrects her all the time or is upset with her about her Spanish.
That is true. And I started to question it when I asked her what the Spanish word for pancakes was, and she said, panqueques? Sounds like you made that up. She was like, that's what we call them, panqueques.
Spanglish.
A little bit. Yeah. Happy Cinco de Mayo. If you celebrate, you're probably going to get a lot of great deals at like Mexican restaurants and stuff. They all do a Cinco de Mayo special today. So you might save some money there. Prince Harry is trending today. Over the weekend, he did this interview with BBC News, and he basically talks about how he wants to reconcile with his family because he's not sure how long he has left, referring to his dad, who's King Charles.
Yeah.
So I don't know that his family is looking to reconcile with him. I really don't think so.
Maybe him. They were looking to reconcile with him, but not the package deal.
Maybe
Right.
not. Maybe not. They've revoked his security detail while he's in the UK. So he says Meghan Markle and their kids have not been back to the UK since I think 2020. So
It's probably for the best.
maybe,
don't
yeah.
know.
Let's just like cut our losses.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. I don't know that a reconciliation is necessary at this juncture.
Yeah.
The Kentucky Derby happened over the weekend. A horse named Sovereignty won. Was not the ultimate favorite, I don't think. I think that was a horse named Journalism or something like that.
Really?
A lot of funky names in that Kentucky Derby, but referring to it as the greatest sporting event in the world. I heard that a lot on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Greatest sporting event in the world? The Kentucky Derby. I mean, it's an exciting minute or however long it takes, but
I can't even watch it because if one falls, I'm crying. It's a whole thing.
please. Be the worst thing.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, my little friend Jenny can't do it. If like we were in places that had it on TV, she would just constantly make sure she wasn't looking up. She hates it.
Interesting. Why
Hates
is
it.
her reason?
And
Same.
Yeah, she doesn't like what they do to the horses.
Yeah.
Really?
Like when we go to Charleston, she doesn't want to see those horse-drawn carriages and all that stuff.
Well, that I get. I don't like that either.
I'm the same.
But the horse racing, it just seems like they're incredible athletes. And it is interesting. All the riders are from Puerto Rico. When did that start happening? It was like Puerto Rico, France, one American from like Great Falls, Wisconsin or something. And then the rest of them are Puerto Rican.
That's because we too big.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Size?
we's a big people now.
Yeah.
The average American has gotten to be a big person.
Too big.
Yeah, we too big.
Well, and we don't want to. I mean, do we want to do all that? I mean,
It seems like a lot.
Some people was just meant to be big.
That's a good point.
yeah.
Person reached out over social media in my DMs with the craziest request ever. I'm going to share it with you next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best Products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A Peyton's Promise button, where our great radio family goes to assist in helping everyone in our community. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Have you had your dog checked for autism? That's what somebody asked me.
No.
Over DMs.
Were they being serious?
You know, I can't tell at this point, because if that's a serious question, then it's unbelievable.
You got to unfollow them.
Well,
period.
Somebody asked me if I had my dog checked for autism because they're looking to do that for their dog. Now, why they think I would have any information about that, I don't know. But I quickly Googled. I was like, can you check your dog for autism? A quick Google search says that there's no definitive test to test a dog for the autism spectrum. There's not enough research done.
Has there ever been a case where somebody claimed that their dog was on the spectrum?
Yes. Yes. And there are quite a few tests online how you can assess and determine whether or not your dog is on the autism spectrum.
Listen, my dogs were special needs. I could tell you that. They were inbred. I mean, listen, they had some issues, but I never walked around saying they have autism. This is insane.
Autism known to be, linked humanly. I don't know what the proper way to say that is.
So, therefore, it's just another way to pretend that dogs and pets are humans, same as humans. You give them, you give them antidepressants. You give them autism tests. It's just
it's insane.
Allergy medication.
Yeah,
that's not real.
And isn't it kind of?
I'm kidding about that one.
I don't know. Like, if I had a child with autism, I think I would be not offended, but just like, okay, your dog had
yeah.
I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it.
I know. I get it. And I'm sure there might be. My vet wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do a test. And a quick Google search says there's no test for canine autism. Yeah. But I'm sure there's a homeopathic, something holistic, somebody or other that will check your dog for a nominal fee.
What if it had said that it's a new test veterinarians are performing to see if dogs are on the spectrum? Would you have gone to your vet and had it done?
No.
No?
No.
Good.
Now, I've done some crazy, ridiculous things for my dog, but having him tested is not going to be for me.
Well, you do things that keep your dog alive like a normal person. Yeah,
right,
but
right.
This is silly. So what if they have it? Okay.
It's crazy. Is getting your dog tested for autism crazier than having a pet birthday party where you send out invitations? Which is crazier?
No. They're the same.
It's equal, 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is crazier, Lindsay?
I think the autism thing.
Yeah.
I've had a little birthday cake made out of bananas and peanut butter for my dog. I haven't sent out invitations. That's crazy. But the autism thing, you're doing too much.
Doing too much.
Yeah.
Booking a private flight so you can fly with your dogs, or getting your pet tested for autism, which is crazier?
Autism test.
Autism, because I want a private jet.
That means I got a private jet too.
Yeah.
Hiring a pet communicator to tell you what your dog is actually saying. A special pet communicator. They can read your dog's mind, kind of.
I think they're the same exact thing.
You think?
Yeah, because that's what the autism test is seeing how your dog's mind works.
Yeah.
And so it's basically the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't want to know what my dog's saying. He's probably saying awful things.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
We were in a restaurant Saturday with my little friend Jenny and handsome husband Michael, and I had a lady compliment me on my energy. It's the first time that's ever happened.
Love that.
Yeah, she said, "I like your energy." She worked at the restaurant.
Oh,
what's
What'd
your
you say?
name? I said, "Well, thank you." You know,
Yeah.
I got energy.
Were you doing something extra energetic?
I don't think so.
Just being you?
The guy that owns the restaurant's name's Ron, and he was standing there. And when I walked around the corner, I was like, "Hey, Ron DMC, what's up?" You know, I like your energy. What's your name?
Really?
Energy.
Very nice lady. It's just something I don't ever get compliments on is my energy.
No. Same as like your vibe?
That's what I'm thinking. Vibe.
What
She
about,
liked your
like,
vibe.
aura as well.
No, I don't think aura is the same, Rob.
Okay.
So now you're on board with using the word vibe as long as somebody's complimenting yours?
No, not at all. Not at all. And I would have been taken more aback if she would have said your vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't like sounding like a dope smoker from the '60s,
Right.
which is where that
You
came
take that
from.
back.
The vibes.
Your vibes.
It's a great vibe, man.
I could tell your third eye's open.
Yeah.
Your chakras are totally aligned.
And then Riggins sent me this video this morning of a woman who's what is she doing? She's something quantum, whatever, energy.
A quantum spirit aligner.
Okay, and so she's making these noises and she's moving her hands in all different directions, like she's sweeping out bad vibes from her body and stuff. And this is what it sounds like. Now listen to this mess. Just staring at the camera and moving her hands around like an orchestra conductor.
Oh no.
The Pleiadian light language is what she calls it.
Is that a thing, or is that just what she has going on with her?
I mean, I don't know. These phrases I've never, a quantum spirit aligner, I don't know. Is it real? I don't know.
She does quantum soul alignment.
Quantum soul.
And this is her sharing her quote unquote energy clearing.
Mm-hmm.
See, again, that needs adjectives with it. An adjective. What kind of energy? Just the bad energy, or are you clearing out all the energy?
I don't need all my energy.
No,
It's already zapped.
I don't either. I want the good stuff left in.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe Riggins, this was part of that Reiki kind of thing.
I wonder too. I don't know. She calls it Pleiadian language.
Oh gosh.
She's recoding and reseeding your mind.
Wow.
And spirit and body for your golden era. So, what's weird about that? I'm in my golden era.
I always think, we see more and more of these kinds of people and everything. And then I think, well, maybe the people were there all the time. They just didn't have access to a camera.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
They've always been there. We just never had to see it.
True. Yeah. Thank goodness.
I know, but I'm glad I cleared out the bad energy.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Table and Twine in Charlotte will be your best friend when summer rolls around. Treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tjriggins.com/table-and-twine. Pick your meals, and like magic, they'll show up on your doorstep, ready to be enjoyed within 20 minutes. Table and Twine does the shopping and chopping while you enjoy more time with the ones you love. Delicious restaurant quality meals delivered right to your door. See this week's menu and order today at tjriggins.com/table-and-twine.
Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
In Ace's memory, Peyton's Promise is doing more in 2025 thanks to you and great partners like Lily and Grace at tjriggins.com/LG. They help people love how they live in moments that matter. the Temple Team at tjriggins.com/Temple Team or 704-235-3000. Let them know TJ sent you.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lindsay said a few minutes ago that today is her last day to eat, and I thought maybe that was because she had been on vacation, and then after today she's getting back on her regular clean eating routine, but that's not the case. She's about to have a colonoscopy.
And an whatever those are.
It's when they go through the bottom and when they go through the front.
It sounded so fun.
Top and bottom. Yeah.
Knock it out.
So you're trying to plan out all the stuff because tomorrow is when you're cleansing.
And I'm coming into the studio tomorrow. Or am I not? I mean, how does this go?
When do you start taking the stuff to clear you out?
Well, that's a good question. I pick it up today, and I thought, is it the whole day before? I got to read my instructions.
Yeah. So when is the procedure?
Wednesday at 12.
Yeah, you're going to need to be on it all Tuesday.
Okay.
So you may not want to come in Tuesday, tomorrow.
What if I start it when I leave here? Because we leave early. I mean, we start early. Really.
I don't think so. I think you got.
I got to look into this, so I'll keep you posted.
Maybe it's 12 hours. No, it's a lot longer.
Could you imagine me sitting here?
Oh gosh,
no,
that is not a fun time to be at work when you're doing that.
Especially if I want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo tonight.
Yeah,
you may want to. Yeah, as soon as you get home, pull out the instructions for that. Have you picked it up yet?
I have the instructions. I haven't picked up the actual.
Okay.
But I did get the liquid. They were trying to give me some pills.
Yeah, I did the pills, and my doctor said it caused irritation somewhere where he was looking whenever I did it.
And I don't need any irritation. So.
Yeah. So
I got a liquid.
It's all the water that you have to drink with the pills that makes it harder. I'd rather just drink that disgusting because they say it tastes terrible. The liquid stuff does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like salt water? I wonder what it tastes like.
No, I think it's. I always pictured it being a creamy kind of.
Okay.
Like a thickness.
Like a milk of magnesia kind of thing.
You're drinking Maalox.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't. Anyway, I gotta blow it out of the park. I mean, I gotta just
blow it out.
Blow it out of the park.
That's on Wednesday. You gotta blow it out.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah. But the procedure's Wednesday morning.
Wednesday at noon.
Yeah, you're probably going to need to be on all day tomorrow.
Yeah. They only had like noon and later for all the times because everyone's wants the morning. I'm like, shoot, I got to fast that long. I'm going to be starving.
You're not even going to be thinking about eating.
No.
No.
Oh, really?
No, because all you're going to be thinking about is how much you've been in the toilet. Yeah.
No. Oh, it's just the work. I mean, but you got to do. I mean,
you got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Super important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
So maybe I'll lose a pound.
Yeah, silver lining.
Yeah.
Then are you going to plan the meal that you have immediately afterwards?
Yeah.
When you can eat?
Yeah, I need to think about that. It's probably going to be Mexican both times.
You may not want to just blow it out today.
No?
With your eating.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember what I did.
You're right, because, that's more to deal with.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
Or it could clear you out without the use of the other stuff.
Just eat a bunch of jalapenos.
Yeah.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Did you see the woman that helped kidnap Elizabeth Smart was arrested again? Remember Elizabeth Smart, that young girl that I think it was in Colorado or Utah?
Utah, maybe.
Yeah, they kidnapped her. This woman and her husband, and kept her hostage. And the woman, the wife, eventually got out of prison. The husband's in there for life. She eventually got out of prison, but she was arrested at a park. It's part of her release. Don't go to public parks. And she was spotted in a park and they came and arrested her, threw her back in jail. It's like,
Well, and why would they release her?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like she was kind of watching over this whole situation.
And they kept her for years.
They did. They did. And Elizabeth Smart has now somehow turned her life into, a positive thing where she's like doing speaking tours. I can't imagine. That is crazy. So, but yeah, this dumb woman goes to a park and gets arrested again. Her name is Wanda Barzee.
I hope she goes back and they keep her forever.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. The Kentucky Derby trending over the weekend. A horse named Sovereignty won. A lot of money in horse racing, I've learned.
Yeah, seems to be.
It's very expensive to get these horses where you want them to be. A lot of seersucker, a lot of fancy outfits. Seems like an upscale event.
A lot of hats.
A lot of hats. Have you been,
Bad
Lindsay?
hats. No, I haven't.
It seems like your kind of scene.
Does it? The fashion maybe, the mint juleps maybe, but that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah. I can't watch it. I don't like.
Yeah.
Mint juleps are disgusting.
Are they?
Ugh.
I've never had one.
I haven't
Yeah,
either.
it's bourbon with mint and sugar, basically. All it is.
So you had to substitute that with some vodka.
But our guy, Xavier Legate, was there as a special correspondent at the Kentucky Derby, because he plays for the Carolina Panthers. He's the one who talks like this, and I'm going to be there because it's all about horse. I got my denim Louis V.
Oh.
He was talking. They had him describing his outfit and the whole thing.
Denim on denim.
And then he was on the red carpet talking to Guy Fieri, and Guy Fieri was trying to get his secret raccoon recipe from him.
Oh,
oh no!
He's like, I'll give it to you when the camera's not on.
Yeah, that's becoming like his whole thing.
It's like, trust me, no one wants it. Like you can say it.
That's fun. And it was a muddy day, so the whole track was covered in mud, and the horses are kicking up mud, and the little riders are covered in mud. It's a crazy scene out there in Kentucky.
Look at you little riders.
You little riders, little jockeys. Today's National Astronaut Day. So congratulations to
Gail
King, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, the newest astronauts on the squad. But again, today is National Cinco de Mayo Day, and you could probably get some deals depending on where you go. Is Taco Bell doing anything on Cinco de Mayo? Don't they usually do something? So you probably find something great at your local Mexican spot today. And remember, it's not Mexican Independence Day.
No.
A lot of people confuse that. It is.
They whooped the hell out of France in 1862 in the Battle of Puebla.
I think that's it.
You have a lot of knowledge on that.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. He was there.
He was there.
He saw the whole dang thing.
I just down there trying to get me a wet burrito and a taco with extra cilantro.
It's amazing. So happy Cinco de Mayo. The Kentucky Derby happened over the weekend, but there's another horse story in the news, and it is crazy. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
So I just tried Mandu and it is freaking awesome. You need to check this out. It's a trainer-led electromuscle stimulation workout that increases energy, endurance, and strength. So just 15 minutes at Mandu is like 6 hours in the gym. So say goodbye to plateauing and achieve your fitness goals with Mandu. If you want to give it a try, your first session is absolutely free. So sign up at mandu.com or go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage. TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Media Center at tjriggins.com and watch the TJ and Riggins Show, extra funny and new playlists. TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Get that amazing 41% off deal that TJ has at our deals page using code TJ. tjriggins.com/deals.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I've always said I wanted to learn how to ride a horse. That's like a weird thing. It doesn't seem like it would be in my interest, but I think learning to ride a horse and riding horses played such an important part in America's building. And I think it's an important skill, and I think it's a really cool skill. But at the current time, I'm too fat, and I feel bad about the horse. I don't want to be that fat on a horse.
I think they can take it, but
I think they can probably handle it. My what do you call it? My considerable girth.
yeah, they're huge, but
I just feel bad about doing it. I don't want to break that horse's back. But I think it's really cool to learn how to ride a horse, and eventually I'll do it. The Kentucky Derby happened over the weekend. There's another story that's in the news that revolves around horses, and I'm going to be really delicate with this story, but I think it's shocking. And if you've got kids in the car, maybe turn this down for just a second. But a barn owner in Sonoma County, California, where apparently equestrian sports are very popular, was working out in her barn. She had a 7-year-old there that was helping her brush the horses. And she says a guy walked up, I think he's in his 60s, and asks the woman that owns the barn, she said, "I'd like to schedule a party." And she said, "Okay." Thinking he meant like, have a horse come to a child's birthday party. He said, I want to know if you know any women that can help me party with the horse. And then she started to piece it all together, and it's all captured on her Ring doorbell. She freaks out, tells him, "You need to leave." Cops can't arrest him because of the way he phrased that. He did not commit a crime.
Right.
So they've now just warned residents in Sonoma County, be on the lookout for this guy, although we can't arrest him because of the way he phrased it. Now, come on.
Sonoma is near like Napa. That's where we stayed. That's like a nice area. What is this guy doing?
It's a really nice area. But isn't that the greatest tragedy that we can't arrest that guy because it's not illegal what he asked?
You got to take him out. Somebody got to take him out.
Well, it's just like when marijuana was still super illegal everywhere. And if you went into a place that sold bongs or whatever, they would get mad if you called it a bong, right? You taught me that, Riggins.
Yeah.
You had to call it a pipe.
You got to call it a pipe, right?
You can't use the term bong in there.
Yeah, they have like a little sign up that says like no language, and I think they put the prohibited words on that. But
yeah, so same thing as have a party.
I guess, yeah.
So he's smart enough to word it.
Yeah,
I guess, or maybe he just didn't mean to.
Just saying, I did not mean that at all. I meant a literal get together of friends and family.
Yeah, I mean, what a sicko!
What a sicko!
Oh yeah, obviously. Well, living in California to begin with is a sign of being a sicko.
And no one's going to take him out there. If he was in the South.
Yeah, I can't imagine him going up to somebody's barn that you don't know. Good luck. That's gonna if you can party. No, not today.
Yeah. And that must be a fancy barn if she's got a doorbell on it.
That's true. That's true.
Bougie barn.
Yeah. So I'm not asking for vigilante stuff. That's not the answer. But,
no.
Well. Okay.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it is somebody to be on the lookout for, though.
Yeah.
They did
to
warn.
Caution yourself if you're face to face with that person.
I agree.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So some people went on the line and they asked old Reddit, Charles Reddit, this question. What's something that's sexy now that wasn't sexy 20 years ago? In 2005. People say eyebrows that aren't pencil thin. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Lack of a tan is sexy now. It used to not be.
Who wrote this list?
Some white person. Some really, really white person wrote that one. Lack of tattoos is sexy now that it wasn't sexy in 2005.
Okay.
50-year-olds. It says 20 years ago when people turned 50, they looked like they should be on Golden Girls. Today, 50 looks like 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Some 50-year-old wrote that.
Yeah.
Bald guys with beards is sexy now that wasn't sexy 20 years ago. Muscular women.
Ooh. Little outlier there.
Yeah.
So
Muscular women.
That's
what I find hot.
I didn't make that one up. Smaller chested women.
Okay. I think that's just preference, no matter when
it's always been either you like it or you don't kind of thing. Let's see. Sweatpants with elastic around the ankles and calf link socks. That's right. In 2005, you wouldn't have seen that.
No.
At all.
No show socks, baby.
An 800 credit score. That's okay.
Oh God.
Did I mention muscular women yet? Women with armpit hair and buzz cuts.
Here's what. Being vegan is what's on here.
Oh, so hot.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, she's a vegan. Oh.
See, and I disagree with that because that's always been sexy. Vegan.
Give me a break.
I don't agree with this one either. Being a non-smoker. I'm sorry, 20 years ago, smoking wasn't cool either.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not talking the 80s, you know.
Yeah. Right. Going to therapy.
Oh, God.
Come on.
That used to not be sexy, but it is now.
So hot.
Please.
She's a wacko. She's in therapy.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
And, Rob, nerdy things. Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, anime, comics, and just being super into fantasy. Now sexy wasn't.
I disagree, but
even you don't think it's sexy. You just like it.
So.
Thank you for joining us.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
All right, we're here with Greg and Katie from Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress with locations all over the Lake Norman area. And y'all are remodeling one of the locations, and it's going to be all new. What's going on with that?
Yeah, for almost 16 years, it's been our outlet store on East Mooresville. It's right on the corner of 115 and 150, and we just remodeled it. It's we call it, it's the same great store, just upgraded decor. So it's a full-on Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress now, and we still have the clearances 20 to 70% off.
Yeah.
Tell them about the Sip and Shop.
So Thursday, April 24th from 5:30 to 7:30, we're going to have a Sip and Shop open house. You can come check out the new digs, I'll be bartending.
Yeah.
Live music, great food, free drinks. We just want you guys to come by and check it out.
Yeah, and the great prices on all of the stuff, including those avocado mattresses that are so hot right now.
Yes, we just brought in avocado. We have people traveling from all over the place to try these beds. They are organic. They've won #1 in Consumer Reports for the past 7 years. They're amazing.
So always the best with Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress if you want to find out more. And I will definitely be at the Sip and Shop sipping, and Jody will be shopping. So we'll see you there.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A button to our new 24/7 stream specifically created for the Carolinas. Get exclusive content, deals, and more, plus the show. New each weekday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Add it to your phone's home screen today.